Online application admissions to Gauteng Schools in 2022 open tomorrow. The process will be conducted in 2 phases and is expected to be completed by November. For more details on this, I'm joined now by Gauteng Education Department spokesperson Steve Mabona. Good evening. Thank you very much for your time this evening. So tell me, the 2 phases, they are from tomorrow for applications for grade 8 for pupils currently doing grade 7 in public schools. And then in September, I think on the 13th, you'll correct me if I'm wrong, applications open for learners wanting to enter grade 1 and those entering grade 8 from private schools or from other provinces. And I believe that this phased approach has been done explicitly to try and save the system, because historically the system has battled with a number of applications. What other challenges are you expecting to see this year?
No, thanks very much. You've captured it very well, but it's not to save the system, but to save the capacity, because we have realized that we at least need to deal with those that we have in our system, which is your grade 7s. They are moving to the next grade, which is grade 8. So we felt that let's accommodate them, let's interact with their parents, because we know their parents, they are in our system. What we call upon parents now is to make sure that the contact details that we have at their schools, they are correct, because we have realized that some, contacts are not correct, or there's no contacts at all. So it's going to be difficult for us to send links, because with effect of tomorrow, we'll be sending links to parents so that they utilize them to apply, or verify and make sure that they choose schools that they want to apply to. So it's going to be difficult for them to do that if we don't have their contact details. So that's why we want to call upon them to make sure that at least we have correct numbers where we're going to be sending information tomorrow morning.
Mr. Mabona, in terms of placements being made, that usually is done in November. Does that give you enough time to finalise placements between the 13th of December and the date in November when placements are going to be announced to parents?
Indeed, it gives us enough time, because the system for phase 1 will close on the 3rd of September. And on the 15th of October, we'll then start with the process of placement, and will end at the end of November, that is the 30th. And the phase 2 will open on the 13th of September and close on the 8th of October. So we will then start on the 15th of November up until the 30th to do placement. So we still have ample time. When we reach December recess, surely, parents will be knowing on where their children will be next year.
You've also made arrangements for parents who do not have access to internet or to computers in terms of 47 walk-in centres. Tell us a little bit more about those centres, where they're located and what processes will be followed there. I mean, surely lots of people might want to rather go to a walk-in centre than doing the application process online. How are you going to make sure that those centres don't get swamped?
No, we don't encourage people to go to our centers. Actually, the centers are meant to accommodate those parents who will say, I cannot use the system. I will not be in a position to, navigate in the system. Probably I'm not IT savvy. I will not be in a position to do that. But if you have a smartphone and you receive a link, you should be in a position to navigate the system. You don't need to go to our center, but we have made those centers available to assist those parents that will not be in a position to, probably will not have data or will not have resources for them to apply. So each and every district will have 1 or 2 offices that will be assisting those parents. So parents are encouraged to interact with our call center if they are not sure on where to go our call center is 0800 000 789. 0800 000 789. Then they will be guided on where they need to go in the areas that will be not very far from where they stay.
You've also just recently announced that those wishing to enter grade 1 in 2022 will require a COVID-19 immunization certificate in order to access education facilities. Tell us a little bit more about your thinking there and why that's just for grade 1s.
No. It's not COVID-19 vaccination card. This is an immunization card. It's your people will refer to as a clinic card. You know that vaccination has been happening all these years. It's just that now we have COVID-19 vaccination. But, children will be taken through the process of immunization, protecting them from all other ailments, from as infants and up until probably they are about 5 years or older. You will then take them through the process of going to the clinic and they are protected, make sure that they are healthy. So that's the card that we require just to make sure that children went through that process. It has nothing to do with the COVID-19. It's a process that we've been utilizing all these years. So parents don't need to be confused. And anyway, children are vaccinated for COVID-19 in this country or in other countries as well. So there should not be any confusion when coming to that.
Great, 100%. Thanks for clarifying that. While we have you on the line, can you tell us a little bit about your experiences since the social distance space in classes has been reduced from 1 metre to half a metre? Has that been implemented yet? And how has that been going in Gauteng schools?
No, we need to be honest. We are not doing well. We are not doing well, hence we are fast-tracking the process of making sure that we avail the mobile units in the schools that they have required, additional classes, so that they can then manage the issue of, daily attendance, because we understand that primary schools, we need them to attend on a daily basis, but with the challenges of space, not all of them, they are in a position to do that. We are fast-tracking the process of making sure that at least they receive the mobile units so that they can then continue with the process. But we have recommended that those that cannot accommodate all learners, they need to continue with the rotation so that we manage and we don't risk, lives. So we said that we need to be cautious when coming to safety. Hence, we said they need to continue then with the rotation. But we're fast-tracking the process of availing mobile units so that all those that are supposed to be facilitating the process of daily attendance, they are in a position to do that.
Thank you very much for your time and for speaking to us this evening. That was Gauteng Education Department spokesperson Steve Mabona.